Alright, we're back with a little bit of beer drinking. That's Yingling Flight there. It's always nice to have your house real close to your shop. But I got 2004 Jeep Wrangler, and I'm replacing the blinker switch assembly, or whatever you really want to call it. The problem I'm having is you can barely touch this thing and see how my fog lights come on. I mean, I'm just barely tapping, and they're just constantly coming on. Been draining down my battery, so on and so forth. It's a pretty easy process, but you can see I got this one from O'Reilly's. I got the lifetime warranty one, about 80 bucks or so. There's your part number for it. It's a standard brand. About everything's made in Taiwan or China or something. So this should be a pretty easy process. The very first thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery, just to avoid any sort of malfunction with either the airbag or shorting something out. So that's what I always recommend first. And then you'll raise your steering column up by this lever right here, and you got 4 screws under here. And I believe they're Phillips, and then you're just going to pull that cover down, and after you get that, you should be able to pop that top off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll cut back in and let you know what I have. So, okay, I stand corrected on this bottom piece. It was just 2 Phillips heads, and this one and that one. That's all you got, and this thing comes out. This is a TJ model Wrangler, by the way. And something else, I'm not sure how true it is. Some of y'all, this is a 2004. You may have to pull your tumbler cylinder out first before you can get this bottom piece off. Mine was not the case on that one, so just kind of keep that in mind. And there are no screws on top for the top one. It just pulled out relatively easily. You got to tilt the steering column down, obviously, to get that top one out. But something I'm going to try to show you real quick, if we can be able to get a good light on it. Actually, we don't need that light at all. Okay. So you're going to need your plug-ins, and see these red clips. You're going to have to pry those back just so slightly. It's just a safety clip, that's all it is. And you got to get your plugs to your blinker switch out. And then you also have these Torx. That's what's going to hold the blinker switch in place. So you got to remove those. I'm not going to remove this yet until I get the new one on it. That way I know it goes back in the exact same spot that it was. Same thing for this one over here. Something I did not mention yet, and I'll show you right now. I'll just go ahead and show you. So you have a relay on the back of that blinker switch that you're going to have to pull off of the old one, and you're going to have to put it in here, and you're also going to have to remove 2 screws on your old one and put your wiper switch, this wiper arm over here on the right hand side. Everything to control your wipers is going to have to slide in here. You have to install those on the new one, on the specific one that I bought. So you'll have all that. So it's not a complex deal. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm gonna remove these plugs, and then I'm gonna remove these Torx and get this thing out of there. And I'll cut back in when I come across an important part in the video. So I got this Jeep done. As you can see, everything works as it should. One minor detail I would add on this is these rubber grommets, they will only go on one way, so either try to keep them in the same spot before you take it off, or if you do, if it doesn't fit, just keep turning it until all this lines up. I mean, this should be real snug to the blinker handle itself, and same for the other side, right there on that one. So they should, once you get them lined up in the right spot, should go on there pretty easy. This was a fairly easy task. If you got a tilt column, make sure you pull that down out of the way. I'm not sure if I said anything about that. But yeah, it's a fairly simple project. Not a whole lot to it, and it saves my battery now because now it's not coming on at all, because before my my park lights were, or not my park lights, I'm sorry, my fog lights were coming on. So I think it was about 84 bucks at O'Reilly's. You could probably get on the internet for cheaper. I'm not real sure, but this concludes the video of this. If you have any questions or comments, just put them down in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.